Thank you for tuning back in to the Walk On Pod, episode 29, I believe. It's us boys today. Tonight, I should say. How are we feeling tonight, fellas?
They're great.
Chilling.
Fantastic.
Watch some good basketball today.
Definitely. I hear you. But yeah, we got a lot to get into. We did want to start the episode by kind of closing down football talk with the Super Bowl wrapping up last weekend. So fellas, any last thoughts? I think overall, I think it was a great game. I think it was a fantastic game, but I don't know how did you guys feel?
It's exactly what you want for the Super Bowl. Good competitive game with good competitive play, and having a close game at the end. Penalty obviously is going to overshadow it, but
right.
I felt like it was the right call.
Yeah, I thought the penalty ruined a great game. But besides that, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I think everyone's just people are gonna talk about that. But I mean, the Chiefs deserved it, penalty or not, in my opinion. So I'm not.
Yeah, it was just stupid. I just like you throw that flag and like the game was over right then and there. Like I feel like Chiefs don't get it. It's fourth down, kick field goal. Now the Eagles have a chance to come down, either send it to overtime or win the game. Like it just made it way less dramatic.
Like anticlimactic.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, a foul's a foul, though. If you're playing,
I didn't think it was really a hold.
Oh, well.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, I think like there was contact there, and it was a hold. I mean, whether it's you can say it was maybe the ball wasn't catchable, or maybe he wasn't going to make it there, or anything like that. But we always complain about the refs not being like missing stuff and not like being transparent. It's like, to me, like that's a foul, right? And it's like, if it's the end of a game and it's a tie game and you shoot a three in the corner and someone takes your leg out, like even if you don't fall, like you're gonna want that foul. Or if someone like hits your hand, right?
The Kyle guy.
Yeah. I just think that type of hold that was called probably happened 30 other times during the game and it wasn't called. So yeah.
I can understand.
You looked at the film. You looked at the film. You saw if it happened.
30.
I'm joking.
All right, guys. Let's be idiots.
Listen. Like we could talk about the flag and all that, but the best question from the Super Bowl: what do these trainers give Patty Mahomes at halftime? Like what got
tranquilizer,
bro? What are we talking about? Like this guy.
Yeah.
Like talk about a performance in the second half.
Yo. He's nuts, but that's what we talked about last week, right? It's like, bro, I'm gonna trust him to do that, though.
Yeah, on a high ankle sprain, like that's nuts.
Let's show love to Jalen Hurts too, though.
Yeah, he played.
That probably cost them the game, the fumble, unfortunately. But that was one bad play.
He played really good.
No, he played
so many great plays,
especially for his first Super Bowl.
Out. Yeah, he was lights out. That was awesome.
Big respects.
It was a great game.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so do you think Pat Mahomes? So people are saying that now he can like be in that conversation. Do you think it's time for him to be in that GOAT conversation? Maybe like that he's on the right path
That's too
at
early.
least.
No, bro. I heard a stat. I don't know if we talk about this. Like Tom Brady has more playoff wins than the entire Dallas Cowboys franchise history.
No, it's nuts. I'm not saying I don't agree that he should be, but I think
if
he's trending this way, and he has a long career, we're gonna have conversations by the end of it.
Yeah, we can come back in 3 years if he's won 2 more rings and talk about this, but
no, I think that's valid.
I don't think.
Yeah,
he's not Tom Brady, man.
No,
but he is. I mean, I feel like there's not anybody else that can say what they've done, what he's done. I mean, dude won MVP and Super Bowl MVP in the same year.
Right.
Like you're clearly
there's no doubt.
You're clearly the
he's
best
special.
player. Like
two rings now.
I'm taking does that push him over Aaron Rodgers? Like
no,
not
yet.
But,
I mean, Rodgers only has one ring,
right? The GOAT combo. Yeah, but
I didn't say he is. I'm saying that's what people are saying. I don't agree with it. I think his career path that he's on, he's going to have to be by the end of his career.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
But it's definitely too early.
If he keeps going in this direction, for sure.
I
It'll be
think
interesting though if their Eric Bieniemy finally gets a head coaching job though, and then like what that's going to do to their offense.
I mean, I don't know. Andy Reid he's special.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what he called that play? Did you guys see that video?
The Pikachu one?
No, corn dog.
Oh no, I
Play
saw the
that they scored
Pikachu
their
one.
touchdowns. The play that they scored. The play that they scored their touchdowns on, like the fake jet sweep. He said that play is called corn dog, and the interviewer was like, Mahomes doesn't actually go in the huddle and say corn dog, right? And he's like, no, he does. Corn dog.
No, they were saying that the play that they ran when they were circling in the backfield and then they had the extra O lineman that was gonna like he was the one that they were looking for. They called it Pikachu because like that O lineman apparently is like a big Pokemon fan.
Football's hilarious, man.
No, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, any final football thoughts before we move on?
I will be very interested to see how things play out with the 49ers.
They're
like Trey Lance,
QB.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna go with Trey, but like, it would have been crazier if Purdy would have took him to the Super Bowl and didn't get hurt. Then I think it would have been a much more like interesting summer. But I mean, obviously, you're probably gonna go with Trey Lance. Trey Lance is probably gonna be healthy by the time training camp starts. But like, it's tough because like Brock Purdy really proved that like he's good.
It's good.
And like he could probably start. I mean, it's kind of like when Kirk Cousins was in Washington, right? It's like he can probably start for like at least 6 or 7 other teams in the NFL.
I mean, he can start for the Niners, to be honest.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying like if you're gonna put your eggs in the Trey Lance basket.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've been hearing both.
Like
I don't know.
Like if I'm the Jets or if I'm the Panthers or if I'm what I mean, like
I'm hearing the Jets might get Lamar Jackson. That's another conversation though.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's like the only thing. I mean, they're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers for forever because that's what they do every offseason.
Yeah, but this guy's in his isolation chamber or whatever.
Bro, is he in that right now? Is he doing that right now?
I don't know if it's right now.
He's just locked in Pat McAfee's basement.
What'd he say? He said he was going to a cabin for a weekend with no phone and just sitting in a room of darkness to make a decision.
4 days.
For like 2 days. Yeah, it was 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
That's insane.
It's like, bro, you're gonna have to eat and drink water.
Screw that. You don't need to.
I didn't know he was like this.
I mean, he is from Shasta. There's some.
He's an interesting character.
There.
Interesting character.
Yeah.
He can throw the football though.
He can sling it.
Yeah. Shout out Chico product.
Yeah,
man.
Crazy. So I know we wanted to
Chico, California.
I know we wanted to talk about the All-Star weekend because this is when it will be released. Do we kind of want to go through each event, give our predictions for who would win and whatnot?
Yeah, like Julius Randle winning the 3-point contest.
We could start there.
Wow,
we could start
that's
there.
That's wild. Who?
Because he's replacing Anthony Simons.
I'm joking, bro. I can't believe he's in the 3-point
so
contest.
do you know the contestants, Jared?
No, I don't. Hit me.
Okay, so we got Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Red Velvet, Kevin Huerter, Damian Lillard, Lauri Markkanen, Julius Randle, and Jason Tatum.
Oh, that's easy. Dame is Dame.
Okay. Tom, I'm sure you're not actually going with Julius Randle.
No, I'm going to go Red Velvet.
Great.
I think he's going to put on for the beam.
I would love to see
this Kings hype train rolling.
I would love to see a Red Velvet Halliburton Buddy Hield finals. I feel like there'd be a lot of animosity there.
So funny.
Yeah, that would be actually really funny. Yeah.
I think honestly, I think like I'd love for Kevin Huerter to win. I think Buddy Hield does really well in these competitions. He already won once, so I think he'll probably.
He has a very low impact jumper.
He's not much effort. He flicks the wrist. He can do it and he gets it off quick. Like he's not going to be rushing. Like.
Yeah, that's my why I picked Dame, right? Because Dame is like he's very low impact jumper.
Yeah,
it's valid.
Like I feel like Lauri can really shoot it, but like Lauri, like it's like a kind of a big wind up, and to do that and like grab the ball off the rack kind of thing is like
right. Could
might hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see Lauri win just because he's been hooping. But my pick,
he's really good.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I'm picking Dame. I don't know if
In the
Dame's won
hometown
one
too.
either.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he
he
has.
has.
Yeah, I don't know how many he's been in, but I don't think he's won one yet. So add that to the resume.
I wouldn't be mad for him to win, but yeah, we're rolling with Red Velvet. I love it, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Red Velvet all day.
Give me Kayvon in the 3-point competition.
Oh
All right,
my
so
god.
the skills challenge is different, right? They changed it 2 years ago, where it's like
They
teams
change
now.
it every year, I feel like.
Yeah, so
I
it's
honestly skills challenge I never watch. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, so we're still gonna give
All
our
right, hit me with
predictions.
it.
So we got 3 teams. We got Team Antetokounmpo, which is the
Mm.
Antetokounmpo brothers. We got Team
I just
Jazz, where we have Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, and Colin Sexton. Then we have Team Rookies, which is Paolo, Jaden Ivey, and Jabari Smith. And it's like,
wow.
you got your
Give me
you got
the
your
onto the
dribbling.
Coon Bros. Onto
Oh,
the Coon
that's
Bros.
the two of them aren't even NBA players.
Okay,
Hey,
one of them isn't. Thanasis
they're
is
all
on the Bucks
legit, man.
too.
I'm taking the onto the Coon Bros.
I have the Bucks sweatshirt on too. That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
you're
on, man.
sick, actually.
Yeah, it's okay.
Jared, who's the pick then?
I'm gonna take the hometown heroes.
Okay, the Utah Jazz.
Jazz.
See, I think
Yeah.
I think this is the rookies' one to lose, but are they going to be nonchalant? Or are they going to go get it? Because I think they can go win if they're not like trying to be too cool like the
I feel
rookies.
like
In it, you
Jaden
know what I mean?
Ivey is gonna try to go get it. He plays pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
But
rookies just so we can have all 3 picks.
yeah, I'm going with Jazz.
Okay, I like it. I like. Oh, we got 2 James Balls in on the call right now.
Yes, there we
Okay.
go. Like that.
Hey, look at the mid-game switch out of Tommy.
Gammy.
Yeah, we're good. All
Yep.
right, now we bring it to the fan favorite. We got the dunk contest. Now before we get into our
Snooze.
picks, did you guys see the judges?
No.
We got a
didn't.
walk-on pod own Jamal Crawford on the panel.
Hey. Yes, Maul.
That's so tough. So
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford, Lisa Leslie, Karl Malone, Harold Miner, and Dominique Wilkins are our judges this year.
Karl Malone and Dominique Wilkins are going to be old guy haters.
I mean, at least
They're not
Dominique
handing any
Wilkins did
tens
it
out.
for real though.
I know, but I can just see him and Carl sitting next to each other like, that's a 6.
Harold Miner was a dunk contest legend too,
Yeah,
actually.
Harold Miner was nice, but
He's nice.
I feel like it'd be cool. Okay, so
we
we
got
have Mac McClung.
Mac, Kenyon Martin Jr., Trey Murphy, and Jericho Sims.
Trey Murphy makes no sense to me, even though he
Well-
has been catching some bodies, but
Everyone wanted Shaden Sharp, but for some reason that didn't
Why'd
happen.
he drop out?
I thought Shaden Sharp was going to do it. He dropped
I
out.
think it was all speculation. I don't know if he actually committed to it.
No, he committed. He just dropped out.
That's so sad because I was very much
His-
anticipating that. Because
his-
Jericho was the 4th, wasn't he?
Athleticism is
Yeah.
otherworldly.
I don't know. I feel like Mac is going to get like the
Bro, I
like
feel like-
rah-rah
I
vote.
feel like Mac has like the best package, but like
He
I
does.
feel like,
He does have the best dunk. Like,
like his
I don't know
repertoire
what
is
Kenya Mar-
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what Kenya Martin's gonna do other than just jump really high.
Well, he's yeah, exactly. And Jericho can jump like crazy, but I don't know what
Yeah.
what does he have?
It was
Like, what is
never.
his-
It was never. Yeah, and it was never like aesthetically pleasing to watch Dwight Howard do the dunk contest.
Yeah, he just put on a show. Like it was different.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like Jericho's gonna jump really high, but it's not gonna be like it's not gonna look, I guess, as crazy as like when Kenya Martin jumps, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Mac McClung, who, like you said, I think I agree. Like he has the best variation in dunks that we've seen.
Yeah.
I think
And he-
Jericho's gonna do some freaky things.
I think you have to I think the other thing that's hard about the dunk contest is sometimes guys try to play outside of their wheelhouse and then it hurts them because then they either miss dunks or they do dunks that don't fit them,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
playing
fair.
from behind, and it's like
Yeah.
that's
It
all
really,
different.
if you don't set the tone, that's the other thing too, is I always feel like the guy who just first dunk, puts out a clean, it doesn't have to be the craziest dunk, but like a super clean, between the legs off the bounce, and just flushes it, right? It's like, oh, you set the tone. And those guys usually win, I feel like.
I'm going Jericho Sims.
I'm taking
I'm gonna go
Mac.
with Mac. Yeah, I'm going Mac.
Might look bad.
I feel like
but
he's got it. And he just signed a 10-day. Just got a call up. So shout out Mac.
Good for him, man. Do you think he gets a little check for winning the dunk contest?
I mean, I know he gets paid for winning the dunk contest. I don't know what it looks like, but
Yeah. So he's probably. I mean, I think he can do it. He'll be exciting.
yeah,
Regardless.
I think it's cool that they're letting him do it. I think it's smart by the NBA too because he already has like a big social media following. So it's like
Right.
you're just gonna
So
bring
people
in
know
new
him.
viewers. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring in more viewers because that's been their problem, right? Is like nobody watches it because it just drags on and they change the rules every year, and it's like people just do the same
Not as
dunk or
exciting.
miss a million dunks. But now you got like a dude that's coming from the G League that isn't technically like hasn't been in the NBA like this year, and then he already has a huge social media following.
Yeah, I think it was smart. Well, and then the whole
Yeah.
like they have the Rising Stars game has the G League players
Yeah,
in it and
that's
stuff
cool,
too, which
yeah.
I think is cool.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I
totally. It
think
gives them a
I mean,
platform.
I was gonna say it makes the G League way more attractive too, like way more
Yeah.
exposure. So, but yeah, and then that brings us to the game, which I mean I think we're all excited to see how the draft before the game is going to go down. I think that'll be a cool addition.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more excited about the draft than I am the actual game because the actual game just goes the same way every time. Nobody plays defense until the last 4
So,
minutes.
the last
and then-
one.
Yeah.
Do we know if they're doing like the target score and all that again?
Yeah, I think they are. I think that's how
Yeah,
they're
the
doing it.
Elon ending.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Elon ending?
Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
No, I
You're
think I'm
you're saying
almost
it with
positive.
some confidence, so I'm just gonna
I'm
trust
like
it.
I'm gonna look it up just to make sure.
But I don't know. I think it makes that fourth quarter interesting. But other than that, yeah, I agree. It's kind of just like Jimmy Junior High, you know. But
Elam
Some might
ending.
say Eddie Elementary.
some might
ELAM.
say Eddie Elementary. I agree. So what?
It's neither here nor there.
What about MVP
of the
of the
All-Star
game?
game. I feel like LeBron's gonna go for it.
Yeah, but isn't he
I do
like hurt
too.
or something like that?
Oh, is he not gonna play?
No, he's playing, but aren't they saying he's like lingering foot injury or something like that?
I mean,
So
this
I
is
just
the
maybe he's just gonna
typical
like cake.
Oh, this is what he did when he milked the groin injury the first year they missed the playoffs for he milked that for 30 games.
Who won it last year? Steph, right?
Steph, I believe.
Yeah, Steph
right?
scored 50.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
didn't he
Yeah,
like
yeah,
break the
yeah,
record for
Yeah.
threes?
I think
I think
I'm
it's
gonna say
Luca.
I think Jason Tatum's gonna go for it. I
That's
think he's
fair.
firing.
It'll depend on, but it also will depend on how the teams play out.
Yeah,
That's true.
matchups
Good
and
point.
everything too.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like LeBron's gonna go for it. I mean, he broke, he's all-time leading scorer now, and they're not gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna fight for the play-in. I feel like maybe that's something that he can try to add to his resume or whatever.
Yeah, valid.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis got it too.
He's had how many? I'm sure how many All-Star MVPs has LeBron won? I know he's at least won one or two. I feel like when they had it at the Cowboys Stadium, he won that year. That was like what 08 or 09 or later probably. I don't remember, but I feel like he won that year, and then I feel like he won recently too. But I might be wrong.
Sure.
But does that really add to your resume? Like, do people weigh in All-Star MVPs?
I would.
Especially
I
with the
think
way
LeBron
his resume
LeBron
looks at
has
this point.
three. LeBron has 3 All-Star MVPs.
That's definitely not something I'm weighing in.
Yeah, I mean,
No, yeah, I don't
Kyrie
think
has
it's
an All-Star MVP. I don't think people really care.
Yeah, I think it's just it ends. It also is just so much how the flow of the game goes, right? It's if someone Steph got hot in that third quarter, so then it was
just feeding.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
But I remember the
It'll be
years
a
that
fun
Russell.
game.
Yeah, the years that Russ was in it, Russ would just try so hard to get.
He used to be gunning, bro.
Didn't he?
I
He
loved it
got it
too.
once, right?
Yeah, he got it. He got like a triple double. It was like hit the year's MVP year or one of those years.
Yeah, he was going stupid. I remember that.
Yeah, he was like really hustling. I feel like Giannis does that too, right? So it's like if Giannis ends up with like 30 and 20, like
Giannis is gonna
get
come
it.
out shooting threes.
Facts.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I just hope it's a good game. I mean, it's always kind of it's like interesting because like you want it to be a good like a competitive game and want them to care because everybody's like, they don't care. They just let people dunk. But like, it's really like the only pro sport we talked about before. It's like really the only professional sport where like the All-Star game can really be an exhibition.
Yeah.
Because like football, I would talk about like, bro, I'm not about to go out there and just hit each other
Yeah, no.
after the season's over.
Right. It's after the
And
season,
like
too.
hockey, same thing, right? It's like they do the skill stuff. Like I think hockey does a pretty good job. And then like baseball like matters for seating and stuff. So it's like it's not really an exhibition.
Wait,
I mean,
okay,
for home field advantage.
Speaking of football Pro Bowl, I'm actually glad we just brought this up because I might have misunderstood something. But so Tom, you can answer this. Was Derek Carr a Pro Bowler? Because I didn't think he was voted, but then he was in the competition. So does that mean he's a Pro Bowler?
I mean, yeah, I think so because
That just
all
seems
those
lame to me.
all those guys
Dropped out, right?
dropped
Like
out,
Josh Allen
so,
didn't
yeah,
play.
Josh Allen, Burrow,
It just seems
Lamar
lame.
Lamar Jackson. I don't even think he got picked because he wasn't healthy. But
No.
yeah. So
Kirk
Carr
Cousins
was,
but
which
like
was
the people who were
hilarious.
voted a Pro Bowler, like I feel like now we're just like feeding people in whoever want to do the competitions. It's like whatever.
Yeah. Someone
But
that
Derek
had a
Carr
bad
played in
year
the
that
Pro Bowl too.
needed to pick me up.
Yeah, like Tyler Huntley was in the Pro Bowl, dude. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, that was
I don't know. We
My
were
other
talking about that today. I was just like,
Mhm.
I don't.
the other thing I want to touch on so we can, maybe Luke can get off his chest, but so the replacements got announced. Are you happy
Right.
with the replacements?
Yeah, but now, see, I don't like the way you're saying it because I feel like that's gonna linger over the selection. Like, oh, he was a replacement. Like,
Right, but my thing is like, we can go back and watch the film, but didn't we talk about this like a couple weeks ago? It was like, this is what always happens, is that not everybody's healthy, and then the people that should get voted end up getting voted anyways.
yeah, but I
We
feel like
did.
there's always gonna be an asterisk still. Like, it's kind of like
But nobody else is thinking that except for you.
I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
all
You're
right.
the only one that
It's
thinks
all right,
that.
man. The way that the boys
Like-
have been hooping, man.
Like,
I'm not-
wait, hold on. So if De'Aaron wins All-Star MVP, is there going to be an
No.
asterisk on the trophy?
No one's gonna say anything. But I mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, he can.
hope he
He's
does it
he's,
then.
he's that type of show-stopping guard that like he
Yeah.
really can.
Real clutch time. So yeah.
Hey,
Do you
we
have
want
a-
to talk about that?
can-
Do we want to talk about that?
What I want to know is why does De'Aaron not have a cool nickname yet?
Because his last name's Fox. Like he's already like, you know what I mean? Like he's Swipe of the Fox. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
But
it.
you think he should be
What's
like
wrong
Mr.
with
Fourth
Swipa?
Quarter,
Swipa's
like
not
IT?
cool.
Like I know I'm saying that like you got Game Time, you got like everybody's got like Luka Magic, like someone came up with Luka Magic, right? It's like why wouldn't someone come up with something for Darren?Maybe just because they haven't won anything yet, but like
I
he's
feel
the
like it's
most.
because he's always been like Swipe of the Fox, so it's like hard to like
Okay.
give someone else a nickname. I don't know
I
though.
think
I
Magic
see what
is
you're
a
saying.
bottom tier nickname.
But I also
Yeah, I'm
don't
not a
like
fan.
of what.
Luka
Luka
Magic is a
Magic?
bottom
Oh
tier
yeah,
nickname.
I'm not saying that's a
That's
good one.
awful.
I'm just saying that like someone gave him that pretty quickly. But I don't like the idea of giving yourself your own nickname though. And I feel like Darren kind of
Fair.
did that, right?
No,
Fair.
actually, do you want to? I know the story behind Swipe of the Fox.
Oh,
if you
no,
want,
I
if
would
you
no,
want.
I would like no, I want to hear. Yeah.
So shout out to my boy JoJo. So
Oh,
they
okay.
were
Hey,
on an
JoJo.
unofficial visit to Baylor when they were like freshmen or sophomores in high school. It was like their AAU team, the Houston Hoops team. And he was like doing an interview with one of like the high school hoops like people on Instagram or something like that.
Mhm.
And they were like, man, you gotta have a nickname, or something. And they're in a car going to Baylor, and JoJo called him Swipe of the Fox, and then it stuck. Like he changed his Instagram name to that and everything. And so JoJo is the originator of Swipe of the
What?
Fox. And
Shout
and
out
Fox,
JoJo, man.
yeah, it's actually tough.
Big
Fox
time.
like will in interviews and stuff when they ask him about it, he'll say it's my boy JoJo. He came up with it.
Yo, that's tight. Hey, my
Yeah.
bad, Darren. I didn't mean any disrespect. That's
Yeah.
tight.
So he didn't come up with it. Shout out to our main
Hey.
man.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we gotta get JoJo on here.
No, me and him have been in talks.
Okay.
The contract's being written.
Alright.
Don't worry.
All right, good. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's actually kind of a cool
Love
story because
that.
I remember he first
Swipe the
told me
five. I mean,
that.
it's no baby faced assassin, but it's a good name.
Okay.
I wasn't going there. That's a great nickname. You're always gonna remember that because like your best friend, one of your best friends gave you the nickname. That's tight.
This is a good starting five topic, so we might have to put this one in the vault for
Ooh,
one of these
nickname
times.
starting
Nickname
five?
starting five. That'd be tough.
How many
'Cause there's
nicknames
some-
have you had, Luke, in your college career?
That's a good question. It's actually funny because one of my friends in my class that played on the baseball team here, he was asking me like, well, because everyone calls him by his last name, like a last name nickname, and I was like, when did you get that? And he was like, what about you? Like, because he calls me sharpshooter because that's what one of my professors called me, and then like we had a bunch of players in my class call me that, so I was like, sharpshooter's a new one this year. Obviously, we all know LA. I feel like that's got it. I don't know. People, well, actually, thanks to 21 Savage, people keep saying 21 to me now, so that's a new one this year. But I mean, I've
Air
been 21 the whole
Avdo.
career. That's the
Email
OG one.
tag.
He's known
Air
that one.
Avdo.
Jared's known that one for years. I don't know. I feel like I don't.
Yeah.
LA has really been the one though. Shout out to Murph, but
Yeah.
that's kind of been the only.
It's a good
Fair.
I feel like all my NAU boys like will call me LA forever, like, and they
Yeah.
still do at this point. So, and then like Graydon will call me every once in a while here, and Coach will call me sometimes, but I feel like it was more an NAU thing. So
Yeah.
LA.
Totally.
yeah. What about Tommy Gunn though? Okay.
Yeah. Heard you.
Yeah, that's really the only one. I mean, they call me TB. Like,
Yeah, I feel like the initial nickname is like like if
yeah,
it kind of
it's really
flows, then it gets used.
Yeah.
like Tommy Gunn was like my first 2 years here, and then once like the team kind of switched up, so we had a lot of guys leave. So like our coaches sometimes still call me Gun, but like not even Tommy Gunn, just straight up Gun. But
That's tough.
for the most part, all my teammates just call me TB now. And occasionally, like a few of them still call me Gun. Yeah, what up, Gun? I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Like
So-
that.
I don't know. I mean, like it's like it grew on me for sure, but it's like, yeah, like
Would you ever wear the number 12? You don't want to be
He's
TB
two
12.
though. He's got two. He's got two though. He's got one of the numbers.
He doesn't want to be
I
Tom
mean,
Brady.
I found did you guys see my
I saw what you
Snapchat I
sent. Yeah, I saw what you sent.
Or I found that at a thrift today.
Yeah,
And you
that
bought
was
it.
tough actually.
Hell yeah, I bought it. What?
That was
It
super
literally
tough.
says I'm ignoring the one. People can say it's TB12, but that is TB2. It literally says TB2 on it.
You got
Man,
your own
you're
logo,
tough.
man.
Yeah.
I sent it to one of my boys. He goes, "Bro, is that your merch?" And I'm like, "No," but
It is now.
I'm
At
like,
the
"It's
Walk
tough,
On
though."
Pod merch store. You can get
Yeah,
your
bro.
TB.
I was with
Get
my teammate.
TB2.
I was with my teammate. Shout out to Malik. Malik like pulled it to the side and he goes, "Yo, TB, look at this." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, I'm like, that says TB2, no? And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "No, I'm buying that. I'm buying that right now."
Yes, tough. That was a great
Real
find.
thrifty out there in Portland.
So what
Yeah,
about you,
good
Jared? What were
vibes.
your nicknames?
I went through
Yeah,
different phases.
The hair had to have had a nickname back in the day.
Mana called me Big Bird. Big Bird.
I'm the biggest bird.
No, because like after games, we would take pictures after games, and this is like when Instagram first became a thing. I'm dating
Yeah,
myself.
by the way, your
My
Instagram
hair
is
would-
crazy back.
What?
Not that I knew you in college, but if you go through Jared's Instagram,
Oh yeah, it's yeah. If you ever get bored and you want to laugh,
I don't know why you
Um,
don't just archive your
so
page.
so the crazy thing is like I didn't realize what Instagram was. So those first 5 posts that I had no idea that those were posted publicly for people to look at.
Oh, you
I thought
like
it
an
was literally
album
just
that was like just
no,
for you.
no. I thought it was I thought that Instagram was just like a photo editing app that it didn't
Oh.
actually have like a social concept to it.
So you were putting crazy edits on
Crazy.
your joint?
I was just like playing with the app, and then I was like, and then I finished like editing it, and then just like showed up on my thing, and I didn't understand. But yeah, I went through phases when I was in junior college. I had a couple teammates. They called me like crazy. Like I had a couple teammates that are really eccentric. So like call me like Crazy J or Jay Bird or weird stuff like that. And then when I was
Crazy J.
younger, they used to call me like, well, because Jason Williams, right, was like playing for the Kings, and like my dad and like other people would call me J Dub, and because for
I like
whatever
J-Dub.
reason,
Yeah, me too.
so I had that, and then when I got to the funniest one, the sad one, I'll say it anyways. I don't care. When I got to East Bay, my boy Shay Frazee and Frankie McWork, this is who I worked out with every day. They would call me Jerry from a TV show from Parks and Rec. Yeah, Jerry. And then it turned from Jerry to Cal State Jerry because I was working for the IMA, like for the Associated like Incorporated like students or whatever, and I was like working at the gym, and like I was like managing and doing stuff. So like they called me, and I would
you were
ref the
Mr.
intramural
East
games.
Bay.
Yeah, I would ref the intramural games, and they would come to the game, and these guys would snap pictures of me and post them. There's actually a Facebook page called Cal State Jerry, and it's probably still
we're
in existence.
finding this.
It has all these random pictures of me reffing badminton and reffing.
I think you've talked about this before, Jared.
Yeah, maybe I have, but like, yeah. So it's Cal State Jerry
Cal
was the
State
last one.
Jerry.
Yeah,
I think that would be a
not
good
Cal
pod
State
topic.
Jared,
Actually,
Cal State Jerry.
a Jared social
actually-
media review.
Yeah, if
Yeah, we should do
if
that.
you ever want to understand the Jerry, just watch Parks and Rec. There's an episode.
I thought maybe it was
That's-
Jersey Jerry.
No,
That's
Jerry Gergich hurts his shoulder and tells everybody he got mugged, but he really dove into a creek for a burrito he dropped.
That's what you did?
No, I didn't do that, but it was just the way that the episode went. You just have to watch the episode.
I actually do have one more that
Yeah, what is it?
that Draco calls me, and that's Tim.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that.
And then Cam called me Timmy in the chat this week, and
Right.
I said if we're gonna do that, just call me Tim. I'm not Timmy, but I'll be Tim.
Yeah, I've been on the
Right.
Tom hype lately, the Tom
Tom,
train.
yeah, I mean Tom. Yeah, that's
Tom's
that's
classic. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, or Lucas. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I
gotten
was just about to
Bobby.
say
I've gotten
Luke is
Bobby
technically a
before.
nickname, like, because it's not my
Yeah.
name, so I didn't even think about that.
yeah.
Same with Tommy.
Yeah,
James.
Big James guy.
Yeah.
Big James guy.
Jim,
no.
Jim.
Imagine a
Tim.
Jared social media review on the pod. I feel like that would be something that we could definitely get some entertainment value.
No, I
from.
could get behind that.
I know we have
gotta
some
start
other- We
I
got
gotta
some other
start letting
pod,
my Twitter rants fly.
Jared's bro. So we have this running joke, me and Tommy, and then ZP and Draco in our Snapchat group chat, where it's no matter what Jared sends in, it's just the
Don't worry,
funniest
boys.
thing.
I'll take
when
care of it.
Jared Snapchats.
I save
Like-
every single Snapchat Jared has ever sent since we discussed it. It doesn't
There's
matter what
literally-
Jared sends; it gets saved.
It could be the most serious Snapchat of all time. It's just the fact that I see Jared Waters on my Snapchat. It just kills me. It's so
It
funny.
gets
The one I sent one today.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
That
he
one was
did.
actually
Good
funny.
little-
That one was
Yeah, that
actually
was a
funny.
good little.
That one
vlog,
got
good
saved.
little-
There was one. It was when you were with Keith and Jared took the
This
picture.
is
And it was
selfie?
literally just his shoulder. It was literally just his shoulder, and I'm like, yeah, this is getting saved.
It was such like a middle school Snapchat.
And the caption, what was the caption? He was like, "When you see me in the post."
Yeah. Oh no, the face. It was the face you make when you see me catch the ball in the post. Because it was pure fear.
I was like, "Okay, Jared."
You know, he thought he snapped on it too. Like, it's like,
Always.
oh, look at his face.
That was such like a
Old
OG
man. Yeah,
OG
yeah.
Instagram like post, like that face you made, like that. It just made me laugh so hard.
The resident historian, huh?
Glad I can keep you guys entertained.
No, you do.
Thank
You
you,
do a
Jared.
great job of it, man. You do a fantastic job.
Or the I'm looking at right now, or the one where he sent the Porsche and he goes parked in the pickup. My bad.
Yo, Jared, what grade are we in, bro?
Oh, bro, I just
Hey,
live life
best
to the
part about
fullest,
one
man.
of Keys. The best part about the one of Keys is Jared put a period at the end of it.
Like, there's zero reason for this to be that funny, but like, it
It's
just
not
is.
funny, but it is. It's not funny, but it's so funny.
Bro, I
That's
don't
what I
know.
do.
Some of these might have to get put out on the Instagram, Jay. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'm not. Hey,
People
I'm
might need
not
to see.
tripping. I'm
At
not
least you
tripping.
own it.
As long
At
as
least you own it.
yeah, I own it. Yeah, let's just keep ZPs and Drakes off the internet.
Yeah, no, those can't.
Probably a good
Those
idea.
can stay in the group
Probably a
message.
really good idea.
I half the time I
Because
don't even want to see those.
so yeah, some of those I wish I hadn't seen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, man. You said it, not me.
All right, so we've been putting off a little bit. LeBron's been mentioned a few times, but we got to talk about the record. We got to talk about LeBron. Is he the GOAT now? What are we saying? Where are we standing with all this, fellas?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna give a more definitive answer than that. I actually had this conversation with Keith when it happened. I think like you can't argue that he's the most accomplished basketball player, and I think like we talked about it before. It's a subjective question because every generation is going to have their own feeling and their own experience. So I definitely think like you can't argue with his accomplishments as a player. But as far as being the best basketball player to ever live, like that's people are just it's like one of those things like people are never going to agree on that unless they have the same opinion.
For sure.
And I think like you know I guess I feel like I'm trying to think the best way to say this. I feel like people that are younger, it's harder for them to imagine what it was like when Jordan played or when Kobe played because they weren't alive or they didn't
they
play
couldn't
basketball.
appreciate
So
it.
yeah, so it's like I think like it's recency bias, obviously, and who you grew up with, but like for people that have seen all of them play, like it's pretty like widely consensus that that Michael is like MJ still the GOAT. But on the flip side, no, well, stop rambling. I feel like people that are older, like even older than me, they feel like if they concede that LeBron is the GOAT, then it diminishes their generation.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like why maybe like
There's
like
still
maybe
so many people holding on
Charles,
to it.
like yeah, like Charles and stuff, right? Because like if Chuck just concedes that LeBron is the best player to ever live, then like because he didn't win, because of MJ, like maybe it diminishes that his career more. Like I'm not saying he does it for that reason, but I'm just speculating.
No,
That's
and I,
valid.
I don't think it does, but like you're saying they might feel like it does.
Yeah,
Um,
Go ahead, Luke.
I was gonna say I agree. I think it's hard to just even say that. I honestly think the arguments will change once LeBron retires. Honestly, I feel like
yeah,
while he's still playing, it's hard for people to say it. But then once you realize he's like what he's done when he's gone, it's gonna be like, damn, like
yeah.
maybe. So I think that's gonna change things. And then two, I think the thing about the LeBron and Jordan conversation that I always find interesting is LeBron came into the league with probably the highest expectations ever, where Jordan came into the league with like he was the third overall pick. Like obviously there were some expectations, but it wasn't like he was gonna be what like people thought he was gonna be. So the fact that LeBron still exceeded those expectations despite like what was put on his shoulders at such a young age is pretty insane. Like added on top of all the accolades. So
That's what's
I don't
so
know.
impressive to me is like he was labeled as the next greatest basketball player ever at 17
then
years
did it.
old. He's been better than anyone would have ever thought. So it's
Yeah.
like
and
that's
for
pretty-
longer.
yeah,
Like
that's pretty incredible.
yeah, like the longevity is what gets me like every time. Like you just like
Yeah,
bro is like averaging
feels so
30.
nice, bro.
Yeah. Like you can't tell me like yeah, he's averaging 30 in his 20th year. Like
Not normal.
Nuts.
no, it's nuts. But like again, it's like it really just speaks volumes to like his dedication to like hoop and because he could have easily after he won the two in Miami, he could have been on chill mode for sure. But I feel like that's the one thing that he did well is like he kind of understood. He was self-aware enough to understand the gravity of like what he was at stake and like committing to like attacking it, even through all the struggles that he went through, you know?
Yeah.
I saw someone say like that LeBron's gonna have the greatest career of all time, but like Jordan's still the greatest basketball player of all time. And I was like, I can get
Yeah.
behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even then, like, because I remember even myself, like in 2007 and 8, and like when I didn't appreciate Kobe enough until I really started doing a lot of till I got into skill development, really. And then you realize the technicalness of like how Kobe played, and because everybody labeled him a ball hog and shooting bad shots. But then when now that he's retired, you don't hear that from anybody but Smush Parker.
That's what I'm saying. I think when Braun retires, it's gonna be way different.
Yeah, totally. And like the other thing too is like I guess my only issue, and I'm probably gonna catch heat for this, but like LeBron fans are like so incisive of like trying to control a narrative that doesn't exist.
Bro, LeBron
Like they're
fans were
always
killing
trying
me
to
when he broke the record.
Bro, they always try to shift the narrative. Like I'm so glad that he broke the scoring record, because now you can't say, "Oh, he's a pass first guy." Like, no, bro, he scored
People are
more
still
points.
saying that. People are
He
still
scored
saying
more
he's
points
not
than
a
any other
scorer.
human being that has played basketball.
Yeah, insane.
He
Like
has the third highest point per game average of any career.
And his record, it's never gonna get broken because he's still gonna play for the
Yeah,
next.
Bro, no, it's
he
never
plays 3
getting
more
broken.
years, bro. He's gonna add another 4,000 points.
$4,000.
4 grand.
4.
4K.
What would you say?
Four
What
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
Gosh. And the pod. Thanks for tuning in.
He's gonna add another 4 Band-Aids. No, I think
a little bit of Neosporin on there.
man. Anyways, but yeah, I think it was a pretty cool moment. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
The LeBron fans were killing me though. Bro, I'll never forget where I was when I watched it. Like, okay, like it was
And
cool
that's like,
and all, but like I don't know. Like,
and that's like the interesting thing too, is like how the culture associates things, right? Because
The way they handled it was insane. Can I just get that off my chest?
bro, nuts.
oh well, my favorite is Anthony Davis sitting down.
Bro,
Yeah,
well, that was crazy.
But he said he was mad that they lost, and so they were losing.
It's valid, but like
But,
the
like,
mid-game
gotta stand up.
interview, the mid-game interview was so like I think it was Charles in the group chat was like, I'm just excited to see how this next 10.7 seconds of the third quarter plays out.
That's true though. Everyone's just like the whole world had to stop for it. Like
that, and then seeing how like upset Kareem was.
bro, he was
awesome.
sick. He was sick every single time Braun was hitting a three. He was over there.
Yeah, he wanted
Like,
to chuck
not-
that ball up in the stands. He didn't
Yeah,
want to give that to
bro.
LeBron.
Not at all. They didn't
But
have to do
like
that.
the other thing too is like, I guess like that moment, like, or I guess the number isn't as important, because like people aren't going to remember the specific number. It's not like I remember that Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser were talking about this on PTI after it happened, and it was like, it's not like a big deal number. Like, it's not like a number that like people know that like Kareem was all-time leading scorer, but like I didn't remember the exact number. Like I don't have that memorized. Yeah. It's just like, I guess in that, like the moment is going to be bigger than the actual stat. That's how you, like I can tell you exactly where I was when Kobe like played his last game.
Right.
Right. And like, I can, I was, stuff like that. Like I can tell you where I was when the Warriors won in 2015, things like that.
That Kobe night was crazy because that was the same night the Warriors went 73-9 too.
Yeah.
So it's all that stuff is like, it's just adds to his legacy for sure. But I feel like it's just another. Honestly, I just feel like it's another piece of ammo for LeBron fans to just keep the narrative going. Bro,
they're never gonna stop anyways.
He's all-time leading scorer, bro. He's top 10 in rebounds. Like, come on, bro. He's the greatest ever. Like
I mean,
that's just
at this point, I think what you said is right. Like, unless people agree on it, it's just gonna be a discussion every single time. Like,
yeah. It's just like politics. Like people get emotional and they don't think about it objectively.
wait till LeBron retires with the Kings too. That'd be crazy.
Stop. Stop.
I
Now
don't
the
even
one
want
thing.
that. I don't
Okay,
even want
so
that.
I have one question though before we move on. If LeBron wins one more, let's say he somehow wins another one, does that vault the conversation to where like, okay, he has as many as Kobe, he has as many as Magic?
How many does he
like-
lose though? Like, let's say
Well,
he
I mean,
loses
he's.
2 more, wins 1 more. Like,
I
you
mean,
know
I
what
don't
I'm
think he's gonna
saying?
make it to the finals 3 more times.
I'm just saying hypothetically because that's the biggest ammo against him. Is
What if
he's
he
lost
teams
this
up
many
with
times in
Steph,
the
Jared?
finals. Okay,
Yeah, then the
You didn't
Kings will
see
never
that?
win.
He said he wants
I
to play
think
with Steph.
I do. I have a theory about Steph too. So I
Oh.
think
That's
Steph
gonna leave.
is. I think he's gonna retire in Charlotte.
I don't think so.
Nah, I think he's gonna be a warrior for life.
Yeah, I think
I
he's gonna
just
be
feel
a
like
player
it.
for life.
It would be cool. I think if you.
I don't feel like he's the kind of guy. But I mean, I
I
don't
don't
know
think
him
it'd be cool
personally.
at all.
I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
feel like
that's
he's the
'cause
kind
you're
of
a
guy
Warriors
that's gonna.
fan.
But he's not a kind of guy that's gonna chase a couple extra years. I feel like when he's ready to be done, he'll be done.
Yeah, we can talk about Steph another episode.
But
Next
yeah,
episode, maybe episode 30.
I think if he wins,
actually a really
I
good
like
idea.
that. That's a nice idea. If he wins one more, I feel like it's gonna make it. It definitely changes the conversation.
Yeah.
Because there's
Adds more
very
weight.
few guys that have 5.
Doesn't he already have 5?
No, he has 4. 1 with Cleveland, 2 with Miami, and 1 with LA.
Yeah, you're right. Why did I think he had 5?
But like Luke said, like he still lost like 6 of them.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
he
saying.
went
That's
to
the
the
biggest-
finals 10 times in a row or 9 times in a row. So
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
the East was sweet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the East was bad.
He still got there.
He
Yeah.
did. Nah, he's
Even after taking 20 games off at the end of the year.
yeah, no,
Every year.
he's incredible, man. He's incredible.
Yeah, I'm never gonna hate on him. So all right, man.
With
So,
that, is it starting
let's
5
hear
now?
it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
we
think
are
it is.
doing starting 5 LeBron moments, personas, play any just basically starting 5 LeBron anything. Is kind of the way we're taking it. Is that not how you guys did it? I feel
Yeah,
like-
definitely.
I feel like
I
that
went
works.
I went like a little different route with mine. So
I think we kind of left the
Uh,
door open because we wanted it
yeah.
to be kind of creative. So, Jared, you actually
Yeah.
won last week. I know you were confident. It was close between you and James. Not this James, the other James. Tommy, I believe you won. Walk on.
Yeah.
To no one's surprise. But I don't know.
Left
I don't know
shark,
what
left
order
shark.
we
yeah,
want to go
who's the
in.
TV star now, James? Hope
Okay.
you're listening to this.
Anyway. Do you want to kick it off, Jay? Do you want to go last like usual?
No, I can go first. I can mix it up. It's all good.
All right. I will say I'm very very passionate about mine. So
Yeah, I actually like mine too because I really thought about this one and I wrote things down and I put dates on mine and
I
stuff
like
like
that.
that. So
I like that. I like that.
yeah,
All right, go ahead.
Again, I kind of so just to preface, my starting 5 is LeBron moments, but more of moments that either shaped LeBron in his career or like shaped basketball. I went like big picture moments, not like specific game moments as much.
I like it.
All right.
Okay. So at my point guard, this is what started everything. This is what led the way. This is how he took everyone to the promised land. His first high school game on ESPN, first high school game to ever be broadcast on ESPN, January 1st, 2002. I feel like that was a huge moment that set the stage for what youth basketball is now. And there's games on ESPN all the time and rankings and all that stuff. Like I remember watching it and LeBron was like, it was LeBron versus Carmelo. And it was like a real premier matchup. And I think it like started a trend of like pushing youth basketball to the forefront. Like they show the EYBL on ESPN now for boys and girls. It's like that never happened before. So that's my point guard. Shooting guard. This is the moment when I really think that LeBron showed that like he was really gonna be that guy and like really be able to put a team on his back and carry a team to like a
I feel like I
championship.
know what you're doing.
And he's shooting guard. This is when he had 25 straight.
Yep.
Versus the Pistons.
Against the Pistons.
Yeah. 29 in the last 30 over 16 minutes. Plus he hit the game-winning layup. He had 40, ended up with 48, 9, and 7. That was on May 31st, 2007.
Bro,
And that was like a real scoring game. Like he really just like the whole pass first thing, like that's out the window. Like I'm really him at like putting the ball in the basket.
when we came up with this topic and I was like doing my research for it and everything, I watched back the end of that game. It was insane. Like it was utter dominance.
Yeah, like literally the
Glad
best.
we were
like,
all on the same page because I definitely did too. So.
Yeah,
that was
like,
that's not in my starting five though, so
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so small forward. This is the one where I took one specific game that I felt like really embodied who LeBron was and who he was meant to be. So in my small forward, I have 2016 Finals, Game 6, June 16th, 2006. He went 41, 8, and 11. And he really, like, because everybody that watches a lot of basketball understands that, like,
2016.
Yeah,
Jared, you just said a
2016, I'm
lot
sorry.
of dates there. Yeah.
Sorry, June 16th, 2016.
Not
Okay.
2006.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, I got a lot written
I'll
down.
take my eyes out right now.
So I picked that not for any specific play, but just the fact that we all watch enough basketball that when you get to a game 7, anything's up for grabs, right? And that he made that statement in game 6. So that was like his shining moment as a Cav to me. Power forward. So LeBron has been a jack of many trades. He's had to adjust how he plays many times. So even now you see him playing some power forward. So my power forward moment is when they lost to the Mavs in 2011 and he scored 8 points, went 3 of 11 from the field and 4 turnovers. And the reason I picked that is because that was LeBron hadn't won yet. He hadn't showed up in the big games, hadn't won a championship. He had to change who he was. And that moment was like a defining moment, in my opinion, for him to like, if I'm really going to be considered the GOAT, like what we talked about, like I need to get this monkey off my back. I need to win a championship. I need to change who I am. I need to be Black Mask LeBron. I need to be Killer LeBron, and comes back the next year, changes his whole outlook and wins back-to-back titles. But I felt like that was the turning point. Losing to the Mavs in that game 4 was like the turning point.
That's fair.
So at my center, and this, again, I'm going big picture here. July 8th, 2010. If LeBron, everything he does on the court's amazing. But what I feel like, and this is why I put it at my center, because this is the largest thing that he's done, I feel like, with the decision, he changed professional sports or changed basketball and NBA basketball for NBA players for forever to come, because he literally took all the power away from the organizations and taught the players how to give themselves the power.
Yeah.
And him having that decision and having all that weight and deciding to leave, it changed how NBA basketball with the transfer portal, how college basketball works. Like LeBron started that. Like nobody else did that back at any time in professional sports, especially not in basketball. So he shifted the culture. He shifted how we look at free agency. Like now free agency is literally an event because of LeBron.
Yeah.
So that's the big time moment, taking up the paint.
Wow.
I like that.
Jared,
All right.
it's a hell of a list.
Thanks.
Hell of a list, man. I can go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
So I'm glad this one didn't get taken yet. At point guard, I need my point guard to be versatile. I need my point guard to be able to make plays for others. I need my point guard to be okay to be put in positions that you might not be all that comfortable with, but still the team comes first. I'm going high school quarterback LeBron at my point guard. He did play receiver majority, but there is some research that says he played quarterback as well. And I think that's a great point guard. Put him at QB. He's a dual threat. That's my point guard. Shooting guard. So when the Lakers were playing the Warriors in the play-in game a couple years back,
Oh my god.
LeBron got poked in the eye and he hit that three and he said, just shot towards the middle one. That's my shooting guard. LeBron James, I just shot at the middle basket.
I hope Lay Cap. I hope Lay Cap is on your list too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I think that moment we need a scorer. We need someone who can shoot the long ball. And talk about a guy who couldn't even see the rim. He hit the
I
long
want to
three
hear
when it
about that,
mattered.
bro.
So boom, give me shot at the middle basket. LeBron at my shooting guard. At the three, I have game 6 Boston Bron. I think everyone's seen the meme, the way he looked. I think honestly, like from my lifetime, that is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen play basketball. Was that game of LeBron? I don't think many people would argue that. At my small forward, he's going to be a reckless, just impossible to stop, as he was in Boston that night. At my power forward, I have Decision Braun at my power forward as well. I think Jared, I don't want to explain it any more than he did because I think he hit the nail right on the head. I think
I had him on the center, but I got you.
Same idea as my big.
Gotcha.
Holding down the paint, a monumental moment. Not to mention corny, but that's LeBron, so it's cool. And then as the center, I had to do it. I apologize. I have the block game 7. You have to have a rim protector. I didn't want to do it, but I had to. I think I'm the only one in here that that really could emotionally do it. So I have the block, arguably the greatest block of all time.
Laugh through the pain, Tom. Laugh through the pain.
Yeah, I have it, but I like that starting five a lot.
Man.
I think the high school quarterback Braun at the PG is going underrated for surely. That's a good play.
Oh,
I send it to you, Tommy. James.
All right,
Tim.
I think my list is good, but I have.
He's hurting. He's hurting right now.
He's sick that we picked it. That I picked that. I mean, I had to.
At my point guard, all right. Point guard's got to have vision, all right? And I thought about this one a lot. Braun has had some very nice passes. The pump fake pass where he pumped came to mind. I thought I was going to do that one. And then I thought, you know what? I want to take a funnier route on this. And that's why I'm going with when the ball hit Wendell Carter Jr.'s goggles and knocked the lenses on the ground and Braun put it on his face. I'm going with Les Spectacles. I'm going with Les Spectacles at my point guard.
Les Spectacles, that's really good.
Here and looked around because Braun is hilarious. Like
Lorex Specs.
Lens Crafters. Lens Crafters is at my 1. All right.
That's a good one. I'm going to have some fun with this graphic, by the way.
Yeah. At my 2, I'm going to get a little more serious. I'm honestly surprised. I'm surprised Luke didn't pick this one. I'm going debut Braun in the 916 Sacramento Kings Arena. He had 25.
I liked that one, Tom.
He had 25 and 9 to open it up. His career of possibly the greatest of all time. And that's a pretty good one. Really shocked Luke didn't pick it. Maybe it was because of the Kings, but
yeah, I mean, but also the Dunkman logo was created that game too. I'm pretty sure the dunk that he had on the fast break
was it
when he did the tomahawk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that logo was from that game.
Okay, cool.
Jared got it. I've seen Jared do that a few times also.
A few times. That's my go-to dunk.
Yeah, right. At my 3, I also punched today, by the way. All right, I just had to get that out of there. Come on. At my 3, I've got this one's a powerhouse. He was pretty unstoppable. I mean, you could relate it to where they were playing basketball, but that's okay. I've got Bubble Braun at the 3, just mowed through the playoffs, got the ring for LA. Didn't get to celebrate it. That's unfortunate, but they were easily the best team, and Braun was easily the best player. So at the 4, I've got this is being a Warriors fan. They won this series, but this he was so dominant, and he got Andre Iguodala a Finals MVP for guarding him well, and he still averaged like 40 a game. I've got the 2015 Finals Bron. And Iguodala won the Finals MVP for coming in and making a difference. And he played great, but they said he was doing a great job on LeBron, and LeBron was still killing. So he was just on a different planet. And a lot of fear instilled in my heart as a Warriors fan because of that. And then at the 5, I've got another great version of Bron. I've got Silencer Bron. Just anytime he's hit the dagger and hit the classic,
including in Golden
God.
State.
Yeah, the step back on the left wing.
I feel
That
like
one
that's
was
one of the
tough.
most iconic silencers.
That's probably the most iconic. I was actually watching that game live in my living room, and Steph had just hit the I think it was a layup. I don't remember. Steph had just hit the shot to win the game, essentially. And I'm like, yeah, it's wraps. Like, they beat the Heat. Let's go. He ISOs Iggy on the sideline, step back, dagger, hits the silencer. But he hit it a lot of other times, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
That's my 5.
Good list, man. Good list, fellas. Tommy, walk on.
I wanted to mix it up because I wanted to make sure we all had different moments. I know you guys had the same, but I changed a few of mine in there. My walk on, this is my personal favorite, LeBron, and I've got lyrics LeBron as my walk on.
Yeah, be the guy, Tom.
Anytime Bron's singing a song, man. Yeah, yabba dabba dabba do, Old Navy.
Yeah. Yabba dabba do, Old Navy. Bron is a special LeBron.
Or for the do for the day for the night.
That's our favorite one. That's the best one.
Lyrics LeBron is my walk on.
So
No.
that's a good pick. So I almost picked that's my favorite quote, LeBron, because I feel like I've been using that a lot recently, and I don't
that's my
know if
favorite
people
saying.
appreciate it. That's my favorite saying. I love that LeBron, but I didn't. I've been saying that a lot, and I don't think people like pick up on my humor as much as I feel like they should, because I think it's hilarious. But it's all right. I'm going with the "you bum" tweet, LeBron, when he tweeted to Trump the White House visit. He said "you bum," with just the letter U. Didn't even have the respect to do the full word "you." I think that Bron at the walk-on pick is special.
I'm surprised you didn't do the. He'll go two more for y'all.
No, I'll let I'll let Jared go, and then I'll give you a couple more of my ideas. But yeah, go ahead, Jared.
So it's funny. I was inspired by the pod too. I've been rewatching all the Shop episodes.
Good watch.
And there was one I was just watching. They were asking LeBron. They're like, have you been? So you got this is the first time you haven't been in the playoffs. It was like when the Lakers didn't make the playoffs his first year, and he was like, they're like, have you been watching the Mav Carters? Who's Mav Carter, but he was like, you've been watching the games. Like, oh yeah, I've watched every single game, every playoff series. I'm just a fan of the game. I'm like, bro, some of those games are on at the same exact time. I don't think it's physically possible for you unless you have 2 different TVs. I guess if you're LeBron, you have 2 different TVs, but unless your eyes can go this way, then like you can't physically watch both games at the same
I've
time.
watched.
So is your walk on Lake Cap?
No, my walk on, because I went a different route. I already told you guys. This is my walk on. This doesn't get talked about enough too. $91 million from Nike as an 18-year-old LeBron. Because again, like people, it doesn't seem like a lot right now, but like think about that in 2002. Like to negotiate a contract for someone that hadn't played one game, like just set the table. And now the dude has $1 billion lifetime contract with Nike. And it's like back then I remember it was such a big deal, but now it doesn't get talked about. And I think that tells you how insane that is, that like he literally got what, like back then a max contract for like most NBA players. He got that as an 18-year-old just from a shoe company.
Yeah.
And like to me, it just again set the table. Like Zion, like KD, like KD's Nike contract is $300 million now. Like that doesn't happen without like LeBron setting the table. So that's the moment to me again that like he impacted the game not only on the court but off the court and like really changed the world for sports athletes.
I like it.
So
yeah, Tom. So I really almost did the. Here go 2 more for y'all. LeBron, the deluxe album, Bron. But the one that I really wanted to do, and I was gonna put him in my starting five, but I liked my other picks better, was Pep Rally Miami Heat Braun. Not one, not two, not
that-
three. That was
that one's
it was
good.
very close.
Or the LeBron commercial, the LeBron's commercials.
Bro, the puppet commercials were great too.
Stop looking at my lemonade.
No, he has a lot of really good commercials.
He
Yeah.
is so funny, man.
The MVP puppets with the Kobe puppet,
Yeah.
those ones
Oh,
were
yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
Yep.
the rings is looking at the rings.
Y'all probably haven't seen it,
LeBron,
but
you see my rings?
the new house party is hilarious and Bron's in it.
Oh. Yeah, they used his house, didn't they?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Tom, you
Snore.
seen Ant-Man this week?
I'll see it at some point. Yeah, just on the road right
That's
now.
all
so-
I
I
Coming out
told
tonight.
Luke earlier, if you haven't watched You People, watch You People. It is hilarious.
No,
Shout
I
out
got
Jonah
to.
Hill. He did a
I'm
great
watching
job.
You right now.
Oh, it's
Mm.
it's the one with him and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
That's probably
Oh yeah, no, I
hilarious.
need to watch it.
Oh, it's tell me you saw it.
No, I'm saying that's probably hilarious.
Oh my gosh. It's
I've
like I
I've
was
seen
not
clips of
expecting
it.
it. Oh man, it was so funny. So funny. Great movie.
I'm busy
Great
binging.
message.
I'm busy binging You right now. I'm very
Yeah,
invested.
respectable. Man, Jared, we were actually talking about golf earlier. That's actually
We
crazy.
were. I had a
Yeah.
great range session today. Shout out me.
Let me sit up in my chair for
So
I'm so tapped right now.
some
Short-
people are saying last week was Jared's best performance.
I've heard that from a few.
No
But-
way. I haven't.
But just remember who we have been talking about. Right?
Okay.
We have been talking about goats.
Right.
Okay. Now, the king of all golf shots,
Okay.
my 60 degree is the chosen one.
60-degree.
My 60 degree is the chosen one. We are all witnesses
Witness.
to my 50 chips a night because it gets my greatness right.
Cause you won.
This guy's insane. He did not do the chalk toss.
We're all witness, man. I'm surprised Chalk Toss Braun wasn't picked today.
Yeah, that was. I'm actually mad that I didn't think of that now.
Yeah.
Thought
I'm
of it.
actually mad that I didn't think
I
about
gave it
that
some
now.
thought. He's a good player.
I gotta get to the golf course now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
to wrap it up, fellas. Real late night vibe here. for
Yeah.
the
What was
guys.
it? Never mind. I was just thinking about
Yeah.
remember when LeBron was like they did all the memes like, yeah, I knew Kobe was gonna score 81.
Yeah.
He's like,
That
he's
wasn't
like,
even
I
a
knew,
meme.
I knew.
He actually said that.
He's like, I knew Tiger was gonna win by 17 strokes. I just knew it.
Bro.
I love
Yeah.
LeBron.
No. Episode 29. Wrapping it up. Your boy TB is heading back to Sacramento tomorrow. So big day for me. Excited to be back. I'll be seeing Jared. Lucas is unfortunately
Nice.
on the road, so I won't be able to see Luke, but that's okay.
No.
In due time.
In due time. In due time.
Well, good word.
In
In
due
due time. In due time. Appreciate you all for listening in. Episode 30 next week. Maybe we'll do something with Steph. I don't know. You know, no, everyone knows that I won't be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. This has been your favorite walk-ons. We're walking out.